And mine will say bottom Jew, and then we'll just walk arm in arm down the street. So awesome, Jeffrey.
With the arrow, just an arrow.
I love me some Jeffrey so much. I'm so happy that he won.
Top shelf human.
And yeah, he really is. And he's in here. And the man loves dim sum, but I think that he prefers winning shirts. So Seth didn't realize he won already. Yeah, you not only did you win a shirt, you won the Alan Smith signed shirt, Seth. So you've had a good day. All right, so we now have 56 minutes left in the 27 hours.
Wow.
Go get yourself some alcohol, Michael.
There's another winner. Yeah, at this point, I can go crash as long as it doesn't happen. If I fall asleep at 5:57, like, do I have to do the whole thing over again tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely, it doesn't count.
You know what? Because
you
of
can't
Andy,
run
you started
90.
like 5 minutes late, so you actually probably have a full hour left.
That's true. We did start 5 minutes late, and you know whose fault that was?
Andy.
Andy.
Perpetually letting everybody down. That's why we replaced him with Soph.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me.
That's why I replaced him with 3 other people.
Super Kev's going to be pissed when he shows up for the show and Andy's sitting there.
All right. I will be right back. For some reason, I trust the 4 of you to be able to handle my quick absence here.
Oh yeah, because you're such a step up from us. Any questions about me and Jared's big meet? Jared, first of all, how was your experience in Uri? I don't even think we've talked to each other properly.
My experience when?
In Uri.
It was incredible. Yeah, we had a great time. Other than the game we had to watch.
Yeah, it was fun.
Got a chance to. It's odd that we have 5 of us on the pod, 4 of us in the U.S., and the only one I've met in person and hung out with is Eoin.
What are the chances, man?
How disappointed was your wife that she had to go and watch a football match with a random Irish guy?
Listen, she had a blast. She loves everybody's accent. She got hammered. She had a great time. things are good.
So this chick, Jesus, like we put away easily. I would say close to 15 pints of Guinness.
In over what period of time?
Like, what time did we meet?
Probably about
6 or 7 o'clock
until they kicked us out of the bar because they were closed.
1:30 in the morning, maybe. Yeah. But she went toe to toe, pint for pint with us the entire night.
It's funny. We met and we all got a pint and we were sat there, and Owen and I have, taken about this much out of it, and she like sets it down, finished. And I was like, okay, so it's going to be a good night.
You guys barely get through one. I can't even finish 1 pint of Guinness, but I could down vodka easily.
It's funny because it's the hangovers are nowhere near as bad, man. It's just,
with Guinness?
Yeah, because there's no, like, I used to be a big beer drinker, but I found that the gas and lager and beer was the thing that really fucked me up the next day, which doesn't really have that in Guinness. So it's more of a pure hangover. But don't get me wrong, it was still pretty fucked up the next day after that.
Does it make you less bloated then? Because beer bloats could be bloaty. Like,
do I look like a less bloated guy?
No, I mean, like the process of drinking it, even, I'm sure. Could you have 15 pints of Stella, for example?
That's filling, isn't it?
On a good
put my mind to it.
On a good day.
If I put my mind to it. Is that a challenge, Sophie? That's what he's asking, if it's a challenge.
The next time there's a U.S. tour for Arsenal, we're all going to work it out, and we'll find out. We'll all get together and do a little drinking.
I'm like at a 4 or 5 beer limit now, right? I can't go like Owen said. I start getting bloated. I'm like, I just can't do this anymore. So I'm not a little bitch.
What are we doing then?
I'm a retired alcoholic, is what I am.
You're a quitter. That's what you are. We're obviously going to plan something for the World Cup in the States. Have you guys any plans for that or any?
I cannot wait for that.
I was in Los Angeles during 1994, and I still haven't forgiven my father for not taking me to one game. And we were living there at the time, and then I went away for a long time, and I came back to America, and when I heard it was coming back, I was like, oh shit, I'm taking the whole month off from work. I am fully prepared to. My goal is to visit at least like a good 4 or 5 games, but I wanted to do it across United States because there's a ton of Arsenal fans that I know. What I want to do is try to link up with them, like, bucket list. My good mate, podcasting mate, Chris, came over to San Jose, so I had the chance to meet him. I'm looking to go visit him sometime over the summer as I like to tell him, whenever it's not snowing in Chicago. So hopefully, Jared, that might be.
You're running out of time. You better get here quick.
Yeah, that might be the meetup between Chris, you, and I. So that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
and then Chris, I got to make it out. I got to make it all the way to New York.
30, 40 minutes from me. So if you're there, I'm there.
Yeah, Chris and Jared are like best friends, but
I mean, it would be a pretty big fucking insult if the dude traveled halfway across the planet to see me and then never met you.
That'd be awesome.
So where in the States is the World Cup actually being hosted?
Like Boston,
California,
LA. I'm missing 2.
Soph, is there a stadium in Los Angeles? Is it the Rams Stadium? Because I know I got Levi Stadium, which is like 15 minutes away from me. They're hosting it here in the Bay. They market it as San Francisco, but it's right here, like 15 minutes away from me. Is there another stadium within California?
Yeah, so there'll be LAFC, probably the bank, and the others. It's New York, New Jersey, Philly, Miami, and I don't think they've announced it yet, but I have a feeling and obviously you got Mexico and Canada that are going to host games as well, right? But the final, I think, will be at SoFi at Cronky's house.
Guatemala and Mexico, isn't it?
It's southern Mexico, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mike, we'll go with that. You can correct me if I'm being very stereotypical.
Yes, you are. You don't even have to say it.
Guadalajara, is that where it is?
Guadalajara, yep.
Yeah,
that's where it is. I'm actually astonished that they're not going to play in the Aztec, because the Aztec is 100,000 capacity. That is where they play most of their international
like now, because I know that it was not pretty sketch at one stage.
Like most places, they have their good parts and their bad parts. But in Mexico, to be honest, both borders are where it's well and truly screwed. So if you go well up northern Mexico, those Mexicali, Monterrey areas, those are pretty bad. You go all the way down south to the border of Guatemala and Mexico. It's just a lot of people trying to come back,
and we're talking about Mexico now.
Yeah. He asked me what part of Guatemala Mexico is in. So
I'm at Guadalajara. All right, I'm from fucking Ireland.
We were talking about the World Cup, Mike. If it makes you feel better.
Chicago, Jared, seems like a pretty big mess, though. It's.
Hold on, whoever's you guys get through these comments, Jared. I think it might be you, Arnie. I'm going to be in Iceland. The morning, it's the layover, but I'm going to be at Reykjavik.
That's in Iceland.
Yeah. But what's the Keflavik? I think is the airport. I will be there the morning of the 24th, I believe, of August. So in just 3 weeks. So if you want to meet me at the airport and wave to me in the, that would be a big waste of your time.
He's gonna wait for you at the airport. He's gonna track your plane like you're a player.
He's gonna have a sign that says magic. But then just leave as soon as he sees me. He's not there to drive me anywhere. It's just.
So what we were talking about the World Cup for, Mike, is obviously because you've got a house in Florida now.
Cheers,
so is the World Cup anywhere near that?
Miami.
Is it going to be?
Yeah, Miami's one of the hosts.
We have a severe shortage of alcohol in the house. I thought I found Fireball, but it was empty. So I'm drinking the last 4 of the Trulies and the Bud Light seltzers that my son got drunk off of last night.
I thought you were drinking Crystal Light.
I
mean, it's not bad, but it's not good.
Oh my! After 26 hours, there's no bubbly in the house.
I did not plan this out very well.
Yeah, so Mike, essentially what we're saying is that we're all going to be crashing in your new house in Florida.
Oh yeah, it's definitely it's going to be a crash pad. I mean, I can't wait to entertain down there. Danny's already claimed 1 bedroom though, which is
permanently,
and then the other bedroom just for the odor.
I'm telling you, Danny would not like Miami. I really doubt
I'm
that.
not moving to Miami.
Yeah. Sorry.
He actually loves the Miami Dolphins, so.
That is true. Go figure. He could support his local.
He likes the Sarasota. Bradenton is actually the name of the town where I will be moving.
Wait, so how far is your house from Tampa, St. Pete?
About 45 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, we've got a good connection down there. So
Jacob wants to know.
have to link up. Yeah, Jake's the reason there's no fireball in the house. 100%.
Danny and Jake's bedroom is one and the same.
Danny and Jake, that's like a sitcom.
It's a bunk you get the top bunk, Jake.
It's a bunk bed situation.
This is Danny, and this is Jake, and they're really weird.
So I thought he doesn't drink.
That has recently changed.
Good
man.
This is when it all goes downhill and turns to shit. I was drinking weekly from I was 13. That's why I look the way I do. He's probably gonna last a little longer.
I've never heard
like
that
leather
statement.
and
I've never heard that statement be so proud
19.
about it. Yeah.
Sorry, Jared.
I said, yeah, you guys don't know this. Owen's actually only 19 years old.
he's
been a hard 19 years.
19.
So people are surprised I'm 30. But a lot of people think I'm older than that.
It is crazy.
It's the Guinness. It ages you.
So you're
How old
30.
are you?
You're
30.
30. Jared, you are 28.
See, I'm the one that I think everybody thinks I'm much younger than I am, even though the gray hair is coming in.
Jared's
Perfectly weighted
47.
right.
Not quite 47, but
He
What did
doesn't
you
want to
get,
even
Mikey?
say it.
28?
Hey, this is like my Who Wants to Be a Millionaire fastest finger question. Put the hosts in order of age from youngest to oldest.
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes.
I think. Hold on.
Is Owen younger than I am?
I'm 30. What are
I think
you?
Why does Sophie look younger than half of us, though?
She looks better than all
None
of
of
us.
them look
Yeah.
younger.
She has so much better style than the rest of us.
Yeah,
we look like
yeah.
a bunch of
I
have it correct?
losers.
Oh,
And
this is
skincare routine, obviously.
This could be like, okay, from youngest to oldest, and then now it's going to be like most
the
Arsenal
age.
jerseys owned, and then we have to guess to see who.
How old's Mike?
Me? Oh, Mikey.
Hernan-
Mikey, how old is?
Hernandez.
Yeah, Hertzy.
35. 35.
Jesus,
Yeah,
man,
so-
Mexican genes are good.
So I'm old enough to be Owen's mum.
I'm old enough to be Tom Canton's grandfather. if, as I would fully expect, I had another kid, a kid who was 12, and then knocked up, and then had Tom.
But life expectancy in Newry is only like 40, so technically I'm like the same age as you.
Yeah, how old are you in dog years?
Mike, you've hit 50, right?
Not yet. No, I'm 7 months away.
You don't look a day over 61, dude.
Next
Don't
month,
let anybody tell you.
I'm 49, going on 99.
I'm going to be 51 in September.
Jesus, you look good.
And I'll
be
celebrating together.
Come on.
I'm not afraid to say it out loud.
Same birthday of my son, right? If I'm not mistaken.
September
September
2nd.
2nd.
Yeah.
Are we celebrating
yeah,
on September 2nd? And
I
together?
remember.
I think
We're
so, Mikey.
Giving out all our details here as well. So what's your address and
The birthday
bank
calendar
details?
I'm not aware of.
Mother's maiden name, please.
Yeah, CVC number, please.
You know what? I don't want to give the wrong impression, but I am at this point with one draw left.
Nothing ever good has come after somebody said something like that.
No, I'm just gonna say at this point, I believe that I can come out and say, because we've done 25 prize draws that have been completely randomized. The 26th will be completely randomized. I'm rooting for Daniel Robert in this one. I'm just going to come out and say that I want him to win this shirt. Because I've seen his puppy dog eyes before, and we don't want him being sad.
He's a sweetheart.
Either that or
Did
I
BX
don't
win
have
something earlier?
I don't have the full name for BX Gunner. But if he's donated and he's in this raffle, that dude is.
He has been with us for. I've been on and off for a few hours, and even in the live chat when I'm not on the pod, I've seen him. He must have been here for at least like a solid 18 hours.
I think he was here for all but like 2.5 hours. I think.
No, he just fell asleep whilst watching, so he didn't actually tune out.
Yeah,
no,
he did.
There's people who fell asleep while they're doing these kinds of podcasts. But
Mike, how about we give BX Gooner a special coin?
There
You know what?
go.
He deserved it.
I would love to. I would love to do that.
Let's do that when they come
Fucking
in.
Daniel Roberts been snubbed again.
How about Daniel? Get Daniel one too. Then how about
Hey, Daniel, we'd like to invite you to donate again next year for another chance to win.
I love how Sophie's like, we're going to give these to Gooners versus Cancer. And then, like, 10 minutes later, she's decided who they're actually going to.
Yeah.
Mike's just going to continue to hit refresh.
His name is Jose.
Yeah. Do better next year, Daniel.
Yeah.
He's a sweetheart. I'll have a drink with you the next time I'm over. How about that?
When the thing is, if Arnie wins with the shipping to Iceland, I'm gonna bring it with me, and then when the plane
leave it at the airport,
throw it out the window.
Just tell one of the security, because Iceland's a small place. Just be like,
"This is for Arnie." Okay, thank you.
Pick it up at customs.
I thought you were going to do
gate one.
spit.
Pick it up at gate 1.
The white courtesy phone is for Daniel Roberts. Oh, you guys are funny.
If you're sending anything to Daniel, make sure that you do the, what do you call that postage option where they have to pay to get it released from the post office?
Oh, it's like call and collect, but postage version.
We'll send you one of these medals, Daniel, but it's going to cost you $53.99.
Send him a big box, and then inside of it's just a little card from all of us that says thanks, and we'll all just sign it. That's the real gift.
It's a piece of Ruthbeck art, which is worth much more than this, but which you could buy for £3, but it's going to cost you $90 to get to get it released.
What about totals, Mike? How are we looking in terms of monies raised at this stage?
I think we've capped out. Although I would love to see it tick up just a little bit more, but that's we are at $6,011.
That's amazing.
And not only, I screwed up with this thing this year, and here's how I screwed up. First of all, originally, and my wife was supposed to have a colonoscopy tomorrow. I'm sure she'll be thrilled about me admitting that on the air.
Why would you share it? Why would you share that, Mike?
It had to be rescheduled, but before it was rescheduled, I'm like,
because of this.
If I'm going to do it the week before the season, I got to do it after the Orlando tour, but I want to do it the week before the season starts so we can do the season preview. I got to do it Monday into Tuesday because then I got to be available for her on Wednesday.
Well, are you performing the colonoscopy? Or
why do you have to be available?
Because
also, Mike, I have to ask. I'm sorry. Did she drink?
Colonoscopy isn't a drive-through procedure.
Yeah, but why the fuck are you there? This is what expertise are you bringing to the table?
Yeah.
Driving a car for someone who's been put under anesthesia. That's what expertise I bring to the table.
Jacob could do that.
You don't think I know a little bit about the arse?
Yeah, Mike, I have to ask you, Mike, because you said it was supposed to be today. Did she go through the process of drinking the juice to?
Well, no. It a month ago it was rescheduled.
Wow,
this woman has not consented to this information being talked about on a pod.
I've had a beer with the lovely Steph, and she is an awesome person.
Yeah, that doesn't automatically mean you get to talk about
better. I wonder how many times she's heard that in her life that she deserves better.
Every single day of her life. But the point is, it occurred to me about last Friday or Saturday that there was going to be no promotion of this event. Normal, if it was on a Wednesday going into a Thursday, I would have harped on Soph to have me on. I would have harped on Tom Canton to have me on. I would have done the rounds. I would have had, asked Elliot to let me do a spot. And there would have been 3 or 4 days of lead up donations, then going into the 24 hours like we did last year. Instead, not only did I leave less than 24 hours before the podcast started, but the website wasn't even working. I realized during the Sunday roast last night or 2 nights ago that the website was locked because it had the campaign ending on July 31st. So I had to call and pester the Leukemia Lymphoma Society to get it reopened. I did not expect to hit 5,000, much less 6,000, because of that kind of lack of awareness. But
see the yearly campaign now. Is it even a yearly campaign? Because to me, it seems like your work has ramped up to a point where it's just almost like a year-round thing now.
I would like it to be a kind of May to October thing. The only reason it wasn't this year was because of the 89 shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And that pretty much plugged up the October to May area time frame or October to June time frame, and raised 12,000. I mean, if you count that 12,500 as being this year's campaign, add in what we did in Baltimore and what we did in Orlando and what we've done today, that's $24,000 this year, and our highest that we've done in the last 2 years was $22,000. So we are already absolutely just killing it this year. And and there's so many multiple time donors. I mean, people who donated in Baltimore, then they came down to, I'm like Jim, for example, and Craig Thornburg donated in Baltimore, then donated again in Orlando, and then donated again today. It's just like your credit card company's probably like, someone stole your credit card, but thank you. I like to think, at the Tollington, we raised like $1,000 at the Tollington in May when we met Arnie. And I don't want any more of the ass scratching, and we've all been very eloquently patting each other on the back, and I love that. It makes me feel good. But it, like I just want to say thank you, because and I'm peaking too early because we still have like 40 minutes to go to do this. But it's just so much fun being able to have people line up to do stuff like this for you, and Jared, your help, and Mike and Owen and Andy and Soph and Danny and Tom, and everyone comes out of the woodwork offering to help, and I feel bad almost saying no to people who wanted to help. I have to become a better manager because there are enough people asking to assist with this effort overall, and I have to figure out how to actually utilize that in a way that leverages what we're doing, because people want to be a part of this, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Interns.
30-hour podcast.
I already have 3 interns, and you're looking.
Interns is polite. You want to hear what he calls us in the background.
The unskilled labor behind the scenes.
I told Tom the other day, he had me on his pod. Mike refers to me as thumbnail boy. He's like,
yeah,
I need a thumbnail. Hurry up.
Yeah, I was just about to go. My wipers.
Hey, Jake's on.
Let's go back to the hot wives conversation.
Yeah.
Did I miss out on a hot wives conversation? Like,
Owen was really trying to push for that last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's not talk about that right now.
Jake,
privatize all my social media so they don't get pictures of my wife.
Jake, can you talk?
Yeah, you're punching like the rest of us, Jared. To be fair,
can you scoot a little bit to your left so we're not seeing so much light in the background? The other way. No, other way. The third.
You were right the first time.
Yeah, you were right the first time. I was wrong. All right, that's a little bit better.
Jake, what led you to drink? This is. Fuck.
Oh, he's coming back.
Look directly to the right of him on your screen.
Drinking question, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm out."
Yeah.
I'd prefer that not actually be a topic of discussion with him on a podcast at this point at his age.
That's right.
Oh fuck yeah! It's America. You are
That's
so fucking weird over there.
He's
man.
in London right now.
Yeah.
Yes, he's in his London bedroom.
Hernandez, speaking of hot wives, I've never seen your wife.
Mine?
No, Hernandez. I've seen yours. Yours is dime piece.
Oh, she's beautiful. Yeah, Mikey keeps under wraps. Mikey keeps it under wraps.
My wife, and if she was here, she would tell you. She is the less people in her life, the better. Her and I, we often describe it.
Including you.
Yeah, well, we're complete opposites, is what we are. So I am the guy that will, if I got a bus,
Canadian.
Like if we get on a bus, I will leave that bus on a first name basis with it, like 2 strangers, and my wife will sit at the back with some earphones and say, "Don't look at me," and she's always kind of been like that. So yeah, if you think there's not a lot of pictures of me, Owen and Mike, when you guys are putting up those intros, my wife's like a freaking unicorn, man.
My mum's in the fucking intro video.
As she should be.
You know, it's funny. Caitlin floated this idea to me a couple days ago. She said that's what we should do for an hour of the Pod-A-Thon is take a break and have all 5 of our wives on and just let them trash talk us and talk about all the things they dislike about us.
I would love that idea, except I mean, there's no way Steph would do that. Steph
has a colonoscopy that day.
She hates being on camera that much. She won't FaceTime her husband.
They would.
Who's her husband?
Oh, Caitlin will tell you all the bad stuff she doesn't like about me. She love it.
They wouldn't understand a fucking word my missus says. Like I have a really clear accent for where I'm from.
Through a hole in a sheet. like the Orthodox Jew, like the Hasidim, we have to FaceTime each other through a sheet.
No, we can get Hernandez's missus on, but do you ever see in like those crime documentaries where they like blank out the faces and then make like a fuzzy voice just to
like Hockey's voice when he came on a few minutes ago?
Yeah.
So it sounds like we're all punching. Basically, is what we're saying.
Yeah. The podcaster punch. It's a known thing. I mean, Andy Rhodes podcast is punching. Canton definitely punching, although he's not so bad looking himself, but he's punching.
Well,
Harry, I would imagine, also a good looking guy. Punching.
Harry's a good looking dude. Yeah.
Nothing gets you a phone number like saying, "Hey, I'm a part-time podcaster."
But everybody says that.
Simon Collins
charming. You know who else is punching up? Simon Collins'
wife.
Yeah.
God, man, I wish we could.
Andy is so humble. Andy
is he driving and texting?
You know what's funny is he said he had to take his son to a doctor, and then he's on about this concert. Is this the old call in sick to work, and then you check in on Facebook at a concert an hour later?
Whole mood right now, just like they went for it.
I once had a coworker call up sick from work, and then he was at the store shopping the day he called, and I'm like, dude, what a bold move right there, man.
My younger brother got sacked from his last job because he told them that he was ill, he told them he had COVID and he was self-isolating, and then he checked in on Facebook at Anfield for a football match.
What happens if your job is making sacks and you're not good enough?
Did you say making sacks or
sacks?
Yeah, that's my job.
Can you get sacked from a sack factory?
Can you get sacked from a sack factory?
I knew that was a bad idea.
It's actually a good looking. This is you guys are pretty. Mask Gunner. That's not true because they're actually pretty as a podcast. You know, we're talking boy bands.
There's worse looking podcasts.
You know, Color Me Bad, not a good looking boy band at all, were they? They were not particularly attractive. Backstreet Boys, pretty cute guys. You know, I think this is a fairly good looking bunch.
Especially with Andy at the doctor.
Not that the standards are really, really high in the Arsenal podcasting world.
Well, I mean, Tom's cute, Harry's cute. Now we should just stop this right now. Yeah.
This is headed up because then all of a sudden the people that we don't mention are going to be like you know.
No, Kelly's going to be DMing Hertz about how he got left out of this conversation.
Sebi's going to be like, "What the fuck, guys?"
Literally, Kelly's calling me right now. Thanks, guys. She's mad at me now.
Who's the 5 hottest podcasters? Male podcasters will do that because I know that.
Oh, I like this game.
Arsenal podcasters.
Yes, 100%.
So you can't include Mark Goldbridge then.
I mean.
He looks like a fucking thumb. Why would
Mask Gunner, Sophie's turning. Hilarious.
Oh my God.
Sophie's turning.
Nice. I like that from Dave.
Brilliant.
Top of the list. Collings. Is he a podcaster?
He
I don't know if he is. He's like numbers 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Pedro's quite a good looking guy too. LeGrove.
I don't
Harry.
think I've seen that before.
Tom's cute. Who else we got? Hertzy's cute.
In my mind, I was like, save me.
Yeah, that's the whole reason I asked this question.
That's it. Okay, I'm done here. It's not going to get any better. All right.
Yeah, hers is like, let's talk about who has the most luscious hair in the Arsenal podcast community.
I don't know. Hers got his hand full right now.
Jake's the cutest of all.
Joel Felix joined the chat. What's up?
Hey guys.
Hold on. I was given a picture earlier. I got to find it. Where the hell is it from Sebi? Something very early in the podcast or during the Sunday roast leftovers about a make your own podcaster.
Oh boy.
From and I don't know where it is now. Sebi's got to send it to me again, Seb.
Jake looks like this really super famous Greek singer called Sakis Rovaz. Mike, I sent you that picture that time. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember what he looked like. But...
Offspring. Oh, he's a hunk. Okay, probably
He
lost the word.
He looked like the substitute Jonas brother.
No.
You
know what I was gonna go with? I was gonna go with the young Andy Samberg.
Ooh,
I can see that a little bit.
Actually, you get that a lot in my chat.
That is a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
You're calling.
All right, so who's the best Sunday roaster? The best looking Sunday roaster, Mike or Danny?
Owen substituted one, so I'm gonna go with him. Hey,
just as you're talking about that, the dating site's in.
Oh wow.
They're
back. They found
what you say, right? Their work ethic is just incredible. They've been in the live chat more than BX. It's actually quite remarkable.
Yeah. Get their address. Sophie, send them a coin.
There's enough one in there.
No, between Jake and me, we have one full head of hair.
Andy's come up with another great idea, the male podcaster calendar. I'm more than happy to take that project on, and all the proceeds go to Gooners v Cancer. Who's going to be Mr. September?
I like
I'm June.
That is
I think it'd be interesting to see what people showed up wearing.
Jake's 18 now.
Nothing, Jared. That's the point.
Oh my God, I want to make this happen.
Stan Kroenke pasties on.
Who the fuck would buy that? Like,
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, probably. Dan Roberts.
If he doesn't win anything, that's
what he's getting sent.
KC, would he be in for it?
All right.
No.
Hold on. We have all right. So
they want to know if the love chat has donated.
Hey Dad, you might want to
a lot of frustration and annoyance. All right, so the make your own podcaster from way back in like hour 4 or 5 with me and Danny, it had Clive's voice, which I don't think is going to appear in this picture. Chris Carpenter's hair, Simon Collins' face. Yeah, I'm not seeing that this matches that much. Judges' legs, Kevin Campbell's arms, and Sophie's hands and feet. And this is what Sebi came up with. And Dan Potts coming out of my
going on? Yeah, the stomach is a concern.
Yeah, Dan Potts coming out of my butt.
He got the Gooners vs. Cancer logo on your shorts.
This might sound awful, but what do you call that dude that appears on a Bear Camp Wonderland with Danny the odd time? He quite looks like him. I'll try and find his name.
You talk about the Carpenter?
No, not Carpenter. No, I'll get the guy's name.
How is that Simon Collins' face? That looks like
that Kevin's arms.
Yeah, I expected like a weird looking person just with randomly black arms. Sebi, that's not your best work, I have to tell you.
That face is hilarious, though. I have to say, put that back up one more. The face is gold.
That looks like my accountant. Like, I don't understand the rationale behind that, but we'll.
What's Potsy doing on the stomach? What's that about?
He was like the alien trying to like get out of
I see.
It would be better if like you were the Rhino and he was Jim Carrey in the movie coming out of the Rhino.
Jake,
remember that scene?
What?
Oh, I was just wondering if you were here or not. Are you who's more tired right now, you or me?
I don't know.
Jake needs a fried egg sandwich.
Hey, Dad. Go update the counter.
Oh, uh-oh. Did you do something which you did not need to do?
He found your credit card.
Aw.
Good man, Jay.
4 people did, as a matter of fact.
Very nice. Very nice.
So thank you to Jake. You didn't have to do that. John Gray, Bill Mader, who is not the same person as Bill Hader, and Ovid Batat, who I met in Orlando. Really nice guy who makes something I could really use right now, which I think is canned wine. What is it called? Campaign. See, as much as I had to drink that night, I remember the name of your product, Ovid. Ovid, by the way, I caught you. I did catch COVID, Ovid. So let me update this because we do have that one draw left. So
there's a challenge for you, Mike.
Good on you, boys. 4 more people that can take the prize in front of Daniel Robert.
I don't want to crash. Yeah.
God, I hope it's one of the 4.
If I win something, Daniel Robert can get my prize.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. So Daniel, you are. It's like the charity Family Feud. Jake? Who are you playing on behalf of this evening?
We should do that one day, Mike. That would be epic. A family
podcast
Family Feud.
That's a good idea.
Oh, I'm all about the game show. I mean, we did the Podlywed game, which unfortunately we can't even play it anymore because it brings back bad memories. But
but that was fun. We should do it again.
It was fun. It's just those things take a lot of work to put together, but they're so much fun. But
says the man who's just done 27 hours.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, we've updated that. We got 25 minutes left. I am going to give people the extra 5 minutes that we didn't have at the beginning. I don't want anyone coming back and saying you did 26 hours, 59, 57 minutes. So
so check this comment. You may need to update again.
Yeah.
Update again.
We just had a comment that said refresh it again, Mike.
Yeah. Charn with the donation, he's in. We are now okay. Let me update the counter. You see it at the bottom. What is it? Oh no, that isn't the one with the counter on it. Hold on. This will take me just 25 minutes to do.
In the meantime, we haven't given our predictions thing yet, have we?
No, you're the only one that hasn't actually. All right,
Jared, have you?
I did at some point, yes, but I can run it back for you if you'd like. But go ahead. We haven't got yours yet.
I need time. 25 minutes to be precise.
26 and a half hours, and here he comes with the I need time.
Can you imagine you're about to find the 3rd team about to be relegated and the feed just cuts off?
Hey, not only that, Jared, he's the one that brought it up. Like, hey, let me get my top 4, bottom 3.
I thought we all needed to. Jake, did you do yours?
Did I?
Yeah.
I did, yes.
For fuck's sake.
All right,
I'll tell you right now,
that's where it's getting relegated.
I like that. I'll tell you right now, if you ask me, I'd probably give you different top 4, bottom 3. I can't remember what I said.
Because you're a flip flopper.
I'm a flip flopper.
So, what was your bold prediction? I missed yours.
That Conte would leave Tottenham by the end of December.
No,
which would lead Harry Kane transferring to Bayern Munich in January, and Pochettino coming back. To manage them.
That leaves a bad taste in my mouth because of again with our discussion about Conte, like
the bad taste of the canned wine.
I'm the one who said that he wasn't going to do his whole contract and that this was a desperation move, not a smart move by then. And if what happens that you've just predicted happens, then that's not ambitious from the club. If that ends up happening, is it?
What do you mean? What does that have to do with it being a bold prediction?
Well, what I'm saying is last year on November 4th, when they hired him, I said it was desperate. You said it was ambitious. So if he leaves,
it was ambitious, and he's going to leave because they don't back the ambition. That's why. That's the perennial non-ambitious backers.
You just done the double side flip.
I've been in PR for years. I'm just spinning, baby. I should work for Arsenal Football Club.
Yeah,
spin like a top.
Owen, all right, your
more
top
PR
four.
in there.
Last football chat for this. Owen, top four.
Liverpool first, Man City second, Arsenal third, Chelsea fourth.
All right, that's exactly what I said. And what's next?
Has anyone not predicted Arsenal to finish third?
We have one person who predicted Arsenal outside the top four. You want to guess who it was, Jake?
Oh,
Somebody said Arsenal second too, right? There was one person that guessed that.
Ruth took him to win, I believe.
Yeah, Ruth took him to win.
Ruth
Did
took the
JJ pick him to
Vespa
win?
Well, JJ ended up not being able to make it tonight. He was on a plane. But yeah, last year JJ picked them to win and Spurs to get relegated.
I'm going to guess it was Potsy that picked us outside the top four.
Yeah, of course it was Potsy.
That's the most. That's Dan Potts' trademark. Us finishing eighth. I'm assuming if it's Dan.
We got
Potts.
a couple. No, he said fifth. We got a couple of Arsenals finishing second. Gabe Millard and Sebi, actually. Sebi,
Daniel said that in the chat.
Sebi, the awful artist who makes things I can't even recognize. Yeah, there's Ruth.
Yay.
So,
who do you have going down, Owen?
At the bottom, Fulham.
I'm not talking about podcasters anymore.
I knew.
Fulham,
Newman,
Leeds, and Everton.
But quite a few people picking Everton.
Yeah,
I think I'm higher on Leeds than a lot of people. They've come up a number of times in people's relegation zone.
Yeah, they got Ted Lasso though.
I got my money on Leeds.
It isn't that he's a bad coach. I just think that he's just not suited to Leeds as a football club. My surprise, what's your little fucking thing? Your surprise what? What's your
bold prediction?
Bold prediction. Eddie Nketiah is going to score more Premier League goals than Darwin Núñez.
Yes, I almost picked the exact same thing.
Then who? I didn't hear.
Darwin Núñez.
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Well, get ready because I
be here for that.
I think that one's going to happen. What kind of odds can we get on that?
I would be eating humble pie if that happens.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't been the biggest Nketiah stan, if you will. Like I don't hate the guy nearly as much as my timeline feed says, but I'm not looking at him thinking, yeah, Arsenal level striker. So that would be some great humble pie with extra whipped cream, please.
Do you not think he's looked really, really good in preseason though? Like I know we call him Mr. July for a reason, but like he just seems different. His whole game seems a lot more rounded, and this is coming from somebody who I thought claimed on multiple occasions he would never make it at Arsenal.
It's because he has accepted Jesus into his life that he is that he is now, much more productive. He's a well-rounded player now, kind of like my belly.
Danny's still not over Inter losing the City to my beloved Milan.
Mike, do you want to? Did these guys hear that song for the Jesus song yesterday?
I don't think so.
Oh, I heard it in the car. I was listening to you guys in the car, and I just overheard it. It was.
Do you guys want to hear it real quick? It's only like 20 seconds. Do you want to?
Can you play it? Hold on, 3. Can you play it 39 consecutive times?
Yeah. Hey, don't worry, Mike. We could confirm you're not going to get a copyright on this.
Hold on. There goes the old lady with the technology.
Oh, Mick Arteta called him, said now's your time to shine, 'cause I'm collecting gabbies and gonna make you mine. They said he walks on water, then turns it into wine. Oh, I believe in Jesus, the Arsenal number 9. Oh.
I'll take it.
And just like that, I'm no longer atheist. I believe in Jesus.
I'd like to throw Carrie Underwood's "Jesus Take the Wheel" as an option in there. If someone can mix those lyrics.
Listen, Aston is really pushing the my own personal Jesus, that fucking Marilyn Manson
Depeche Mode. Depeche Mode.
Depeche Mode original.
Marilyn Manson.
There's a song called "Beer with Jesus," country song. I don't know if anybody listens to country in here other than me.
I love country.
"Beer with Jesus." That's a good song. I might have to think about a Jesus remix about that one. "Beer with Jesus."
So, Jakey, you're looking forward to university?
I am. Probably even more than I was before now.
James, it's James. It's James Madison University, isn't it?
Yes.
Make sure your dad buys you as much stuff from the university store as is possible.
Yes, I told you that Jared's wife works there. That's
the work at the JMU store. She works for the company that owns the JMU store.
Yeah.
Now you're splitting hairs like a used car salesman we had.
Ask for Caitlin.
What's that?
I said he needs to go to the counter and ask for Caitlin.
Oh yeah, that'll be great.
And then when he makes his first his first paycheck, he'll go and buy a used car from Fergus.
What does Fergus actually do?
sells used cars.
BMW finance, like he works in the finance department. He does not sell the cars, but just the funniest thing. The Max's comment just made me laugh so hard last year.
You work wherever I tell you that you work.
Yeah. Like I don't actually work. I work in car finance, and he's like, you work in whatever I tell you work. It was the most dismissive, most hilarious thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh God!
It's like that Friends episode when no one knows what Chandler's job is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's a transponder.
See, if we end up doing a game show type thing, that's what it's going to turn into really quickly. It's just nonsense.
Well, I love me some game shows. So there's just we are joined by one of the most creative, so creative that the number of ideas that come out of her head are way too outpaced by the amount of time there is to do them, and only like 10% of them get done. But that's how creative people operate, right? You just you just shed ideas like a virus, and then hopefully a small portion of them get done. But the game show thing, no one's doing. Oh, I got another idea, Sophie.
That one's too good.
Are you gonna bring that one back, Mike? The FA Cup phrases.
This would have been a perfect time to do it, except what I've said before. Daniel asks this every week, and I love that because I really do enjoy doing it. It's been well over a year since we did it last. I want to have it. I want to have specific guests for this, and we're talking like Peter Drury and Ian Dark or something like that. And so I'm waiting. I'm waiting until we can get two of those guys on at the same time to judge the FA Cup of football phrases.
I'm not sure that guys of that high esteem are going to appreciate.
Derek Ray will do it.
Oh, I think they will. I think that they will. I've learned that if you don't ask, people don't do.
So I'll take this opportunity to ask for a few phrases that I still don't know. Not that I know what they're being used for. I just don't know where they came from. So 6s and 7s.
That's in there. That was one of the first ones in there.
No idea. Like, what is that?
Isn't that
all over the place? You're all over the place. Is it 6s and 7s?
Right, but where does it come from? Is it cricket? Oh, that's hit me for 6.
That's hit me for 6. Yeah, I actually don't know the answer to that.
Bottle.
How about that?
Like, I don't know where that came from either. Like,
you bottled it.
Like, I know the term that, like, how they use it. I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, I know what some of them mean, but I don't know where they derive from.
Mikey, you're gonna have to do
dice game.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, the 6s and 7s is from a dice game. You're right.
Dice game. Okay.
What about bottled it? Come on, let's keep googling this shit. Bound to kill another 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's always been like I hear a few things. Like when I first started. I jumped on YouTube. I started like listening to just different people talk, and I would hear just like now he's taking the piss, and like I was still very new to the lingo, so I'm like in my mind I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Like, so I would have to hear the phrase being used a few times. I'm like, okay, I get it now. but a lot of them I don't know the origin, so to say. But yeah, bottle.
In American sports, they don't say he's played the blinder, right? That's
no, and that is that's the qualification for this being in the football phrases FA Cup, is that it has to be something that you would just like if Jim Nantz said this during a golf tournament or something like that, you would just be like what the hell is he talking about?
Oh, Tiger Woods.
Hello,
Tiger Woods. Yeah, Tiger Woods just bottled it.
Tiger Woods just bottled
Tiger Woods just bottled it.
But speaking of crazy language, so Greek is probably the most aggressive language I've ever heard.
Aggressive, I think German's one of the most aggressive.
German's the first one that comes to mind for me when you say aggressive.
By aggressive, do you mean when you say it, you sound angry? Even if you're not?
Yeah. Like I thought Sophie was mad at Socrates.
Shall I test you guys and see which one sounds aggressive, right? Which one sounds the most aggressive? Ich möchte eine Flasche weiße Wein, bitte. Or θέλω ένα μπουκάλι κρασί, σε παρακαλώ.
See, I think German is much angrier.
The first one, and were you asking for a glass of wine?
A bottle of white wine.
You bottled it.
That was the inspiration. But Greek can sound, Owen's right. Like if you hear people from Greece talk quickly, I mean, it's insane. It can turn your head for sure. Yeah, they speak very fast in Greece.
Yeah. No, it's when I was living there, my boss Maria, the Greek lady, was talking to another person, and I was like, "Fuck, shit's about to kick off here."
So the first time I took Tony to meet my family, we're at my mum and dad's house, and
you just sent her like you just sent her there without
in
you
the front room. We were together,
okay.
And I popped into the loo, come back. Oh, there you go, ring the bell. Popped into the loo, and she's like, "Oh my God, what is going on? This sounds like there's a huge fight going on in your parents' living room." And I said to her, "No, they're just talking about what we're having for dinner." I mean, she thought it was like ripping up, and everyone was like going at each other, and literally they're talking.
Well, and then you were throwing plates down on the ground.
But I was literally just going to say, I was my first summer season in EOS. I was a dishy in a restaurant, and I was like, "Fuck, this job's so shit." And then I realized that at the wedding parties, it was like, it's the fucking best job you could ever have. A dishwasher at a Greek wedding. I was like, this is fucking lit.
No dishes to do.
You remember when we were in Athens, and this is such probably a touristy trap thing to do, but like we went to a restaurant in Athens that, at the end of the meal, we were eating outside, and then at the end of the meal, they bring us inside. I don't even think it was the dishes we used. Like they handed us.
No, it
dishes.
wasn't. They just had piles of dishes inside ready for us. We have videos
such different cultures, because like in Greece everybody does that, whereas when I was a kid, if I smashed a plate, my mom would kick the shit out of me.
Do you real quick in 20 seconds, it was Tony's 50th birthday, right? And everyone wanted to smash plates, so we put some Greek music on. Everyone wants to smash plates, so I had it ready to go, like a stack of plates, and I said to my cousin, "Go get the plates." So she goes and gets the plates. We go to the backyard. Everyone's like, everyone's smashed at that point. Starts smashing the plates. She took these vintage plates from the cupboard that my mum gave me like 25 years ago, that came from my grandma, and we freaking smashed the lot of them. And we didn't realize it until we woke up the next morning. When we saw it, we're like, "Oh my God, she smashed Yaya's plates." Yaya's grandma, right? And it was funny, but hashtag sorry not sorry type of thing.
We have in Chicagoland area, and I think there's one in Milwaukee too. It's a restaurant. I don't know, maybe some of you guys are familiar. It's called Ed DeBevick's, where they just treat you like garbage when you walk in.
And
just berate you at everything you say.
There's another one.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cultural oddity that people for some reason enjoy.
Being in a chat room with you guys, actually, I was right at home when I went there.
That's fair.
I was like, my pod group.
There's a Chinese restaurant in Mike, you've been there, haven't you? In Chinatown, where you go in.
It's called Canton. I always take videos of myself there trying to find Tom. I'm like, "Tom, where are you?"
I didn't know if he was playing around or not.
Well, no, it is.
No, I've been there.
We all pause.
Yeah,
we all pause like we don't believe him. Like, Well, I mean, Sophie and I got some great Mexican food spots. That's something I wish more. I've been told that the Chicago is a really good place to eat, like by my buddy Chris, Jared. Like, do you guys have like a wide range too in the city?
No, they fuck pizzas up.
It's a pretty wide variety. The pizza is like this thick, so it's a love it or hate it thing. But they have a huge Polish population too, so it's a wide variety of food depending on what area of the city you're in. So yeah, we have a lot of good choices.
It's funny you say that. So when my buddy Chris came over to visit, I was thinking about where I could take him to eat. Right
in the chat.
I got him. He told me where we could take him to eat. Right, and I was looking for a bunch of different spots between us, and I said, I'm like, well, Chris, there was a nice spot between you and I, but it was marketed as authentic Chicago pizza. And I go, I know better than to get somebody from Chicago and take them to a place in California that's saying it's authentic Chicago. Like, I wouldn't want to do that to you. So, like, yeah, I just kept them away. I'm like, no, I can't do this to you, dude. So,
are you guys thin crust, deep pan,
New York
pie?
style? New York style.
I don't know what New York style is. Just
sloppy,
describe that to me.
Sloppy, cheesy, delicious-y. Oh, it's so good. By the way, just real quick.
Yes to everything you said.
You know what? Okay, I couldn't play the video.
What about the sauces, Jared? Your missus loved them in that place that I took you to.
Yeah, she's still waiting for you to send her a bottle of that. So
that can be arranged, man. It can be arranged.
Luckily for you, she's not going to be watching this to put that back on her radar.
So when it comes to the thick crust, like, I don't know how it is in Chicago because I'm in California and I get the bootleg version, but
you don't know how it is in Chicago.
So my issue's always been like in California when they say like deep dish, it's mostly just extra dough. And I'm like, I'd rather eat thin crust.
Well, the deep dish, the Chicago one, it's like upside down, like the sauce is on the top.
Some of them, yeah, which is kind of odd.
I want
I'm not a huge
lot
deep
of
dish
cheese
guy,
and a lot of sauce.
It's got more filling. It's not necessarily a thick crust. It's just got a ton of filling.
Now
yeah, if you go to
that seems
place here called Giordano's, I mean, literally, if you eat 2 pieces of it, you're gonna feel like you ate an entire Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah,
like it's so heavy.
You would not want to eat that the day before a colonoscopy.
Who loves a good pie? What pie? What's your favorite pies?
Ruth hungry. Between the canned wine and the pizza talk, Ruth is ready.
Pies,
are you a steak and ale? Are you a steak and ale?
I love. I mean, the Pieberry Corner thing. We did this on on one of the things we need to do again, which was drop the magic mic. But the steak and ale was the Tony Adams, and it was my favorite, other than the venison and red wine, which is the Thierry Henry. We have 3 minutes left, and so let's do the drawing now. The final drawing for the grand prize: an unused adult diaper.
My eyes.
Are you sure it's unused? Are you sure it's unused?
Signed by both Magic Mike and the Gerbil.
It would hold more. It would hold more value if it was used.
It would hold more value. Let me just make sure. All right, our final count. We're done. If you donate from this point on, you're still in the overall raffle, but this is closed. Our final
Daniel's ready to be hurt.
Our final tally was $6,186.
And
well done, everyone.
Standing ovation.
Almost all of which came from Daniel Robert, and yet he has not won a prize. All right, so the final random picker of the day. This is for a new home. We have this in hand already, and I want to say thank you to Cam Nozawa, who was my man on the ground in Orlando, who helped coordinate all the bar meets and the specials and my fundraising that was done there and the live show we did in Orlando, and then went to get this signed by Tomiyasu, ESR, and Bukayo Saka. We're giving it away. I think it's done its job of raising a lot of money for Gooners versus Cancer, and now we're going to find the winner. Everyone is eligible for this, so it is possible that someone could have won a Ruth Beck art print either a legend signed shirt or a new jersey, and this one. And I have a feeling I know who it's going to be because his name keeps coming up in this thing. But we're just going to let it go. We're gonna let it go. That was a private joke between Jake and myself. All right, the winner of the grand prize, and we will only be doing this one draw because they are eligible. The winner of the Bukayo Saka, Emil Smith Rowe, and Tomiyasu signed kit is
Let's go down.
Ryan Heine.
Oi!
Everyone's like, God damn it!
Not done.
Except for Brian.
Daniel Robert in the mud.
Brian, who
Can we get Dan
diapers
something?
en route to your house, Daniel? Congratulations.
he did. Dan got a challenge coin, didn't he?
Challenge coin.
Isn't that what those things are called? Oh,
It's an official Arsenal club coin. This is an official coin. Anyway, you're doing that now, but yeah, no, this is an official club coin from Zenith. That they're an official partner of Arsenal Football Club, and of course, we could get Daniel one of these. Look, it's beautiful. Woo.
Well,
and it's got a certificate of authenticity.
I got a gift from Daniel once.
Can you send him a Chuck E. Cheese coin, just a joke at first, and then send him the real thing?
I'm gonna get him a new Arsenal shirt signed by Chuck E. Cheese.
You're gonna get the mouse on his break.
All right,
come over here.
Mike, congratulations.
It's 11:05
Yeah,
UK time, 6:05. It's up for grabs now. Right at the end, we've done it. 27-hour podcast. Daniel Robert lays there abject.
Absolutely.
Abject.
McMahon is down.
Daniel's had the pleasure
BX is down.
of coughing all over my 2-pound steak at Weatherspoon. So I don't know. I mean, that was when you peaked. You should have known that this was not going to work out for you. But don't congratulate anybody other than everybody because it made this possible. And I've given enough speeches. We're not going to do it. And I want to go have dinner. I have a special dinner being delivered tonight that I ordered.
Breakfast?
No, it is. I'm getting lobster rolls delivered on DoorDash. I'm going to eat the hell out of these things. And 2 hours more. Should we do it? No.
I'm going swimming in the California heat.
I'm not going to do a big speech. I've done a million of them already. Owen, Mike, Jared, Sophie, Andrew Rhodes, that is, and Jacob, my son Jake, who I'm going to have a big hug with after this.
This is how we feel about the podcast being finished.
89.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I would get on the floor and do that right now, but honestly, I might hurt myself if I do that. So I'm just I'll save it.
Don't hurt yourself.
You can't perfect the role.
Thank you to everybody that joined in. Thank you to the 69 of you that are here right at the end. And we're gonna play. No, we're not gonna play anything because then I won't be able to talk to these beautiful people when we get off the air. So thank you for joining us. Next year, 44 hours. And then we're going to break plates at the end.
Yeah, play.